Now, Theresa May says she will always regret failing to meet survivors of Grenfell Tower the day after the disaster. Writing in a newspaper ahead of the one-year anniversary, the Prime Minister admitted her own actions were not good enough. Her response at the time was heavily criticised as she was booed when she finally did meet the local community in West London. Paul Davis reports.
It was 48 hours after the Grenfell fire that Theresa May met survivors for the first time at a church near the scene. By then, the community had already taken her initial absence as a sign she didn't care.
I don't want you here! Go! Go!
Today, she apologised, writing in London's evening paper, "It has long been clear that the initial response was not good enough. I include myself in that." Instead of meeting the people in the immediate aftermath, the Prime Minister chose a private visit to the firefighters. A mistake, she now concedes. The residents of Grenfell Tower needed to know that those in power recognised and understood their despair, she says. But I'll always regret that by not meeting them that day, it seemed as though I didn't care. That was never the case. Saying sorry today is a marked contrast to earlier interviews when she defended her late arrival.
I don't think it should be an issue about me or what I was doing. I think it should be an issue about whether government was there to help and support people.
But this campaigner, who lost 2 relatives in the fire, has discussed the issue with Theresa May and believes her remorse is genuine.
Do you accept that apology that she's making today, then?
Do I accept it is a fact. And yeah, she did. It was the truth as well. She did make a blunder. And I'm sure if she could turn back time, she would.
The Prime Minister's apology and admission that she'll always regret not meeting the survivors on the day of the fire has been timed to coincide with this week's one-year anniversary of the tragedy. A time when the victims will be remembered in dozens of commemorations and tributes. A time when those in power will try to persuade this community that they care too. Paul Davis, ITV News, West London.